And I just have to tell you this story from my medical practice.
Okay.
I was with a patient. I asked her, she mentioned some need. I don't know what it was at this point, but I asked her, this may not mean anything to you, but it would mean a lot to me if you'd let me pray for you right now. Would that be okay? And she said yes, and I prayed for her. And she left. I did not share the gospel with her. But maybe 3 weeks later, she came back to the receptionist and she said, I've got to talk to Dr. Barrington. The receptionist said, okay, let me make you an appointment. And she said, no, I'm not sick. I just want to talk to her for a minute. Can I just talk to her in the hall? So I agreed. And the lady comes into the hall and she said, I just want to thank you for saving my life. I looked at her and I couldn't even remember who she was. But I didn't want to say, who are you? So I said, can you tell me how I saved your life? And she said, you prayed for me.
How long ago was that? How long was the time lapse between
maybe 3 weeks. She came back and said, you prayed for me. And something in my heart stirred and I couldn't get away from the feeling. And I didn't know any Christians except for my sister.
Yes.
And she said, so I called my sister because I just couldn't get away from this feeling. And she said, my sister explained to me how to know Jesus personally. And I accepted him as my savior. So you saved my life by praying for me.